Show you, this is typical, this is still within the clear cut area, but we have two things working for us here. We have a better seed source, a more effective seed source with this hedgerow here, and so the trees appear bigger, and they are bigger. That's why they appear that way. Yeah. But in here, the trees are, these trees have almost expressed dominance. This is very close to the stage where we would be encouraged to think about thinning this. But this was included with the releasing. The only thing different here was that when they were clear cutting, they were not interested in the pine or the hemlock, so they kind of left those. But it looks a little bit different. You can, but the result is the same. This is releasing. We're still looking at the best trees without forks, species that's going to work for us. And there's a lot of trees in here, ironwood, I don't even see a whole lot of else. There's some dogwood, there's an ironwood right there. We're not too concerned about having that mix. That's okay, as long as we are able to release a good number of trees. How much is a good number? As many as you can do. We would like to have, if we could release 100 stems per acre, it would be wonderful. There's, as we look at this, there probably are about 700 trees per acre here right now. And we don't care about 700 trees. We care about if we can make sure that we have 100 trees that can become crop trees. They may not be crop trees yet, but they will be. And you know, that's for this area, that's a very nice cherry tree, for example, and worthy of making sure that is going to be a crop tree. Now, right next to that is a pretty decent sugar maple. I mean, a very nice sugar maple. And but behind that, as you look at that group right there, you'll see a stump of an ironwood that's about 2 feet high. That's there's another ironwood that was cut right next to the maple. So you're not seeing a lot of cutting, but it's the kind of thing that is absolutely delightful. If you, when I cut firewood, for example, after I get through cutting my firewood, I like to fill the chainsaw and just go for a walk and do this kind of work and use up a tank of gas and kind of pay for my firewood. And when you do that kind of thing, it's absolutely rewarding, because you will come back to those, walk past those same trees in the future, and every time you're going to remember that tree owes you something. And if they don't fall on you, you're good. There.
And Bruce, you tell him there was a lot of grapevines in here, and they were big grapevines. We cut a lot of them out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ed is incredibly good at working with the understory of removing small hemlocks in an area where we don't want to grow hemlocks, cutting out grapevines where they could be controlling, and many times when you have a clear cut, it sets the stage for grapevine invasion. The grapevines were already there, but they were up in the tree, a big tree or something like that. But grapevines tend to grow up with the tree. They'll grab onto a tree, and as the tree grows, so grows the grapevine. And so in a clear-cut situation, you can have an explosion of grapevines. And those kinds of things have to be addressed, and they're not all that noticeable, but the dividends are paid.